So if you're getting more advanced with your email marketing, where you're not just sending one-off emails, you want to actually schedule them and have them automatically go out, that would be an autoresponder. So if you're more advanced at that level, you'd want to look at a higher level email service provider.
Welcome to Canned Heat, brought to you by Liger Partners. We're a marketing operations firm bred for our skills and magic. And today I have one of my favorite Ligers, Nadine Mullings. She is an expert on both sides, marketing and operations. So she works with our company to do kind of a little bit of both. Yeah. And she is a queen project manager. She's one of the best project managers I've ever worked with. So thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. And thanks for the compliment. Queen, love it.
Very detail-oriented, on task. You're going to make sure things get done. I love that because you got to have that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Got to have that. So let's talk a little bit on the marketing side. So I know that one of the areas that you focus on a lot with clients is email.
Yeah.
And we get lots and lots of questions about email, what to do, what not to do. Mm-hmm. So first and foremost, if I came to you and said, hey, I'm thinking about, starting to do an email marketing campaign, what would be some of the first things you would tell me?
Well, the first thing I would say is email is not dead. Okay, it's not dead, people. Yeah.
Even as much as I try to push people to Slack?
We can't poo-poo email. So I think the myth is really that, people's inboxes are inundated and nobody's really reading email anymore. Most people are on social media. And that's true. There's a lot of truth in that. But email marketing is going to be the foundation of your business. And your email list is an asset for your business. So the first thing I would tell people is it's important to have email marketing in your marketing mix. But not only to have it, but have a strategy around it. Because where I find people go wrong is they're random with their email marketing. I always talk about random acts of marketing, right? So people are ramming all over the place, random acts of marketing. Let me send an email this month and the email. You have to be strategic when it comes to your email marketing. You have to be consistent. You have to know what your content needs to be in your email. So there are ways about going around email marketing that can be wrong and ways of going about it that's right. So you want to make sure you're on the right side of email marketing.
I love that. I've never heard random acts of marketing. That's awesome. Exactly. And that is the problem. I mean, people will say that they're doing marketing, but we find out it's a tactic.
Exactly.
Right? And they're doing it sporadically. And it's not pointed to something and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so you tell me my email list is really important.
Yeah.
I've got, 5,000 or 6,000 people on LinkedIn. Can I just go download them and put them in a list?
That is definitely a no-no. We don't want to do that. Yeah. You see a lot of people say, oh, yeah, I've made major connections on LinkedIn or whatever platforms, and I have emails, but you don't want to just put it into an email service provider and start emailing people. The key with your email marketing is to have them opt in. Okay, so you want to create an opt-in list where people have agreed to and want to receive your email. And it's important that they opt in because then you're going to know that they're interested in what you send. You want a good open rate. So it's really not about a large list. It's about an engaged list.
So quality.
Quality over quantity, right? So in order to have quality, you want people that have opted in and have agreed to be on your email list and to receive your information. So that would be it.
So what are some tips then around getting people to opt in? Because in today's world, right, that's, the last thing I want is more email.
Right.
But I do opt into things. There are things that I decide to participate in. So what are some tips you would give someone?
Some tips would be you have to know your audience.
Okay.
And what's important to your audience. So is an amazing top 10 checklist of XYZ going to be important for your audience? And if it's important for your audience, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I need this amazing XYZ checklist. I'm going to join this email list. So knowing your audience definitely is number one. Knowing what's important to your audience and what will pique their interest to want to opt in to receive your information. Things like checklists. Ebooks can be a little bit long. Nowadays people have short attention spans, so ebooks aren't really working as well. But short, quick things, I would say definitely a quick checklist or top 10 things to do, things like that, where people can easily consume the information. They're going to be more likely to want to opt in to receive it.
Yeah, I've read that the human attention span is 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And a goldfish is 8.
Yeah, I always wonder how they know that. But yeah, I've heard of statistics like that too. It's like, how do they actually pay attention?
I'm sure food is involved somehow,
definitely.
Right? Like, can the goldfish pay attention to the food and how long and whatever?
Hey, some humans are like that too.
I know.
Food is important. There we go.
There is one here.
Exactly.
There is one here. So feed him by 11:30 or there's a problem. So on the opt-in lists and, managing them, the marketing technology world is just full.
Yeah.
Like there's like 7,000 different platforms out there. How do I choose?
Yeah. So for me, it's about the user interface. So I've used popular email service providers like Constant Contact, MailChimp, Active Campaign. There's tons of them, as you said, Campaign Monitor.
And every customer I talk to thinks that one's going to cure everything.
Not at all. They're kind of all basically the same, but the user interface and the features are slightly different. If you're really wanting to advance in email marketing, then there's certain email service providers that you would choose over others. For example, MailChimp is a very basic starter, great email service provider, but it's more on the basic level. So if you just want to do basic email marketing, just sending out your email newsletters or communication, twice a month or so, you may want to look at the platforms like the MailChimp. But when you want to start doing things like autoresponders and being a little more advanced with your email marketing, then you need to step it up a little bit.
So what's an autoresponder?
Okay, so an autoresponder is basically when someone automatically receives emails from you. So you've kind of set these campaigns up to run in the background, and they automatically, hence the word auto, respond and send them out. So if you're getting more advanced with your email marketing where you're not just sending one-off emails, you want to actually schedule them and have them automatically go out, that would be an autoresponder. So if you're more advanced at that level, you'd want to look at a higher level email service provider. I love Active Campaign. That's my jam. I've used, like I said, several of them, but it's so user-friendly and they have the advanced features. But kind of shop around and see what works for you, because what I like in a user interface, you may not like it.
Yeah.
Everyone's different.
Yeah, and here at Liger Partners, we end up with, I think we've got probably 30 to 36 different platforms we're using because our customers have some legacy in place. I agree with you on Active Campaign.
It's awesome.
It's got a nice flow. It makes sense. Like you put the step in and it does the thing you expected.
Easy.
Yeah. So I've been a fan of that one as well. So as you think about sending, you talked about cadence, right? Like how often should I send an email out?
I always tell my clients, it really depends on what you can keep up with. I would never tell someone you need to send it out every week if you're not going to keep up with a weekly email.
So it's about being consistent.
It's about being consistent. So pick a frequency that you're going to be able to be consistent with. The one thing I will say about frequency is once a month would be the minimum. Because if you're just sending once a month, that's 12 emails for the year.
Right.
And we live in a world where everything's fast-paced and quick, and you forget about people.
Yeah.
So once a month is really not enough.
Yeah.
So I'd say the minimum maybe twice a month because you want more than 12 engagements for the year.
Yeah, and the little trick about it is you want compelling content, but it's really about your name showing up in their inbox again. So it's like, oh, that person still exists. And by the way, I have this marketing need or I have this operational need or whatever it is, right? So it's kind of... Yeah,
definitely. Email is top of mind.
Right.
And as a business owner, you want your business to be top of mind. They may not click on the link because maybe the subject isn't something they're interested in this week.
Right.
But the next time, oh my gosh, I really want to learn about that. Let me click on it. So it is important to stay top of mind by consistently sending out your emails.
Okay. So we've got just a minute or so left. Tell me what's maybe a common mistake you see people making on the email marketing side, other than being consistent.
I was just going to say, it's the consistency thing.
Yeah. But I mean, like, what is in the body? Because like sometimes, we talk about the concept of a newsletter, but it could be lots of different things, right?
Yeah. I think not really knowing your audience and what's going to engage them. One important metric for email marketing is your click-through rate.
Okay.
So if you're getting a good, decent open rate, which is about maybe like 10 to 20% is a really good open rate nowadays. But then when they open and nobody's clicking, your content is not engaging.
Oh, so I should have things I can click on when they go in?
Things they should click on. You want them to go to your website. It helps drive traffic to your website. That's important. So you definitely want strong calls to actions in your emails that include clicking on something. And another thing about clicking allows you to have a metric for engagement.
Okay.
If you have nothing in your email for them to click on, you have no idea if they were interested or if they even read any of it. But if you have click here to read more and you see a large percentage of people clicked it to read more, you're like, they're interested in this.
Right.
It's a metric for me to be able to measure their interest. So I always say, make sure you have those buttons and those click here for more, because some people, they'll just write the entire thing out in the email.
Yeah.
How do you know if anyone read it?
Yeah. Well, and it's also a way to repurpose your content, right? Like you put, people are not visiting your blog every day.
No.
Sorry.
Yes.
They love you, but not that much. So this is a way to push that
drive that
through.
traffic to your blog. Yeah.
Reuse that content.
Definitely.
Well, Nadine, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. This was awesome.
Yeah, Canned Heat, we've been talking about email marketing. If you are ready to unleash the beast and make your email marketing campaigns more effective, and if you don't even know what to do with email marketing, then reach out to us and we'll help you with that. Until next time, what are you going to do to unleash the beast?